Hey everybody, welcome to Southern gmoregals. In my video today, I have 4 heart DIYs that are so simple and they're fun to make. If you're new to my channel, I'm Elizabeth. I want to welcome you here, and if you're returning, welcome back. So this is a really cute wooden frame from the Dollar Tree. It's in this heart shape. So the first thing I'm going to do is just paint it an ivory white chalk paint. And then I'm going to take, so you can't see the picture there, it has the little hooks on the back. I'm just going to unhook it and flip that little piece around so it's the white in the front instead of seeing that picture. So I turn the picture around to the back part. And I just cut some strips of ribbon here. This is really similar to one of my other DIYs, but I really like the layered look. And I wanted to do really a neutral tone heart here on my video. So I took a couple pieces of burlap and I just cut that in strips of burlap ribbon that I had. And this is from the Dollar Tree. This is the one that actually has the lace that's running through it. And that lace will actually just peel right off of there. For some reason, my store seems to always have that one. They don't always have the plain one, but they usually always have the one that has the lace running through it. So I just peeled that lace off, and we're going to use it too. We're going to use the lace, so you want to keep that. But I cut some strips, and you want to wrap it around here real tight, and then we're going to glue it with my glue gun. And you want these to be tight. So I glued one side down, and then you want to pull it or stretch it really tight and do the other side. And you want your strips long enough so it's going to wrap around to the back of the heart. And just a suggestion, this is the way I did it. I did the burlap and then I went on top of it with the lace, but just a suggestion or a tip, I would do all the burlap all the way across my heart first and then go back and add your lace, because I added a piece of lace there and then it was a little bit of a struggle once I got back to that side to try to get the burlap ribbon to go up under it. So it may be a little bit easier if you do all of the burlap strips first and then go back and add your lace on top. So you have to work it just a little bit right there in the center where the two humps come together and right around the curved part or the round parts. But I'm using a pencil a little bit, and I'm also using, and I probably shouldn't do that, but I'm using my fingernails just a little bit, just a little bit too, just so my fingers don't get burnt. But you may have to use something. I've seen some ladies use a little fingertip cover, but I'm using my nails a little bit here to hold that down, and I'm using a pencil there to hold it. And I had started in the middle, worked all the way up to the right side, and now I'm going to go down to the left. That's why I said, it might be easier where I'd put that piece of lace on the left side to go all the way down the heart completely before you put that lace across the middle like that, because you'll see here in a little bit, it's hard to kind of tuck that ribbon up underneath there. And I really like the way these neutral tones are coming together. The burlap ribbon looks great with the lace, especially with the different shades of the lace and the different textures on top of there. And the Dollar Tree has a lot of different little laces. They're usually backed by the little floral pieces at my store. They have a bright white lace, and then they have an off-white lace, and they have a couple little different shapes on the lace. So hopefully you'll have a couple different choices at your store to pick from. And if you like this layered look, I did some colored hearts on one of my other videos, so that's listed down in my description box. If you're really liking the layered look and want to see some that's in colored, I have some pink ones and some heart ones on a previous Valentine's video I've done this season. Now, when I got my heart finished, or when I got it completely covered, I wasn't real sure what I was going to do down here around the bottom. I was thinking about gluing some little hearts down here, some little wooden hearts, but they were too big. I didn't like the way that they looked, so I'm just going to take a piece of twine, and I'm just kind of gently making an X here, just trying to wrap it around here. I just want something really simple, and then I'm going to put a couple little red hearts on here. So here's my little heart, really simple, but I think it's really elegant too. The lace makes it look really pretty and elegant. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this one. And don't forget, you can connect with us on Instagram and Facebook. And if you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting our channel. I really appreciate your support. Now, my last video that just came out was some Victorian style Valentines, and I have several of these. I have a whole sheet of these Valentines, so I want to use some more of these. So I'm going to do like a layering kind of scrapbooking effect in here. I really love that look, so we're going to do something similar to this again. And I'm using one of these metal hearts from the Dollar Tree, and these are pretty large hearts. They're really nice. is something, you know, just to find in there for $1. But I'm just going to trace around some of this scrapbooking paper. I found this at a thrift store. These sheets are only like 10 or 15 cents, but you can get them from a craft store like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going to trace around here, and then I'm going to glue this as my background down inside my heart. And I wasn't real sure if the glue stick would work good, but it worked really good. I was really surprised. My heart's fitting in here really tight, though, where I cut it. So it's fitting in here really good. I think the glue stick works a little bit better than my glue gun. So we're part of the Have a Heart collaboration today. It's hosted by Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY and Chantel from Crafty Hints. And the co-host today is Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun. So their information is listed down in my description box along with the playlist. So check out everyone's videos in the Have a Heart playlist. And thanks, ladies, for hosting. So I bought these little pink doilies from the Dollar Tree, and I was actually going to use this part of it, the center part I'd cut out. And after I cut it out, I saw the edging look so much prettier. I thought the way that it looks kind of like lace, so that's the part I'm going to use, and I'm only using one side of it. It has some little roses on it. I was going to leave that on there, but I didn't like the way that those look, so I cut those off. But you're going to laugh at this because I was putting my glue from my glue stick on here, and it was kind of clumping up some, and then I realized I thought I'd only pulled one out of the package because there were several left in there, but there is like 4 or 5 of these stuck together, and I took one off here, and I thought I still had just one left, but you'll see me peel another one off because I have like, I think 3 or 4 of them all together here. But I'm just wanting one glued down inside here, one piece. I'll end up peeling another one off. And this sticks down really good with my glue stick. I've got to get it positioned here, and I have glue stuck all over my fingers by this time. You can see it all clumped up there on my hands. But these are staying down really good with the glue stick. I'm going to glue that little wooden heart down with my glue gun here in a minute. But these, I think, will adhere really good with just a glue stick. And on the left side, I wanted to add a little piece of lace, and this is the white lace that came off of the burlap that I'd peeled off of that ribbon. And I wanted it to be kind of folded. So this one, I put part of it down with the glue stick, and then where I have the fold there, I did use my glue gun just to help it fold over better. And then we're going to glue our little Valentine on top of there. And these vintage or Victorian looking Valentines, they are so pretty. My previous video that I have out on that, I have it listed of I purchased these on Amazon, and I wrote the company down on that description box. So check it out if you're interested in getting some of these. And there are several on the sheet that I have. So you may see these again in some of my other DIYs because I still have several of these left. But here she is. I left the little hanger on top of the heart because I'm not real sure how I'm going to display her yet. But I just have a wooden cube there just with it sitting there. And she looks really pretty, just popped up against something. Or you can even hang her up with that little twine hanger. Now, all of my DIYs today are so simple, and this is a really easy DIY. And I just found these at the Dollar Tree this week. I have seen some other people using these in their videos, but I haven't seen them at my store. So they finally had these in, and they have a couple different ones, actually. They have some, I think, that say home, and I can't remember what else, but I think there's another one that they have too. It might be family, might be the other word. But a lot of times trying to get these metal words off of here, they're usually attached really good with some glue, but I could actually just pop this one off with my fingernails. It's coming right off so easy. A lot of times it seems like most of these words that are glued down on their things have one big glob of like glue that will not come off. But this just pops right off. I was really amazed that I got it off so easy. And I'm going to paint the word love with a plaster shade of the Waverly chalk paint. And for the rest of my sign, I'm just going to take a little bit of the antique wax with a big brush here and just gently go over it. I tried to avoid the lettering down there that keeps us together because I don't want to mess that up. I want to keep that just like it is, but I just wanted to add a little bit more shading, especially around the edges. So I just really lightly went around here. And these metal hearts I also found at the Dollar Tree. I think there's 3 or 4 in a pack. There's a couple of these in a pack, so that's a really nice find too from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just taking a little bit of glue from my glue gun, and I'm trying to run it really smooth so you don't have any big clumps there. And I'm just hot gluing this down, and then I'm also going to go back with the word love once my paint dries and just glue that with my glue gun. So just really smooth, or just a little bit of glue from your glue gun is all you need to glue these down, because you don't want to make big bubbles or big, clumps underneath there. These won't sit flat up against this. And this one is also so pretty. I don't think you'd ever guess that it's from the Dollar Tree. So thanks for sticking with me here to the end. So one more DIY. I purchased this from the Dollar Tree. It had some little pictures on the clothespins. I took those off. I'm going to use the plaid paper though. We're going to put that back in a minute. I painted this the plaster shade of Waverly chalk paint. I'm going to use some antique wax to go around here to make this look a little bit more rustic looking. And I'm going to list all of my Valentine videos down in my description box. If you're looking for some other Valentine DIYs, or if you're loving our DIYs, check out some of our other videos. I have several wreaths that I have out now. I've got the Victorian Vintage Valentines. And then I also have a rustic Valentine video that has some of those other layered hearts if you're really loving that layered look. And I've got some great thrift flips. We'll also have the third Thursday thrift flip will come out on January the 20th. That's where Tammy from the Rested Willet and myself will host that open playlist. And if anybody's interested in joining us, let us know. And I don't know why the paper that's in here is glaring so bad. It really is making a glare, but it's not real shiny, so I'm not real sure why it's doing that. But I like that little red buffalo plaid check that's in here, so I'm still going to use that and use the little clothespins that came on there. I have a pack of these little wooden hearts that came from the Dollar Tree. I already had painted those the plaster shade, so they're a white shade, and I'm just taking some of that antique wax and going around it really lightly, just to give that a little bit more of that rustic look too, so it'll match with the frame a little bit better. And the look that I'm going for is I want these to kind of be hanging or dangling, and I wanted one to be just a little bit longer than the other one. So I'm just taking some twine. I just made a little knot there, and I'm going to glue this onto the back with my glue gun. And I'm trying to keep it from where the twine, you're not going to see it, hanging down through the heart there. So just make sure you don't have it, too far down there, or you'll see it hanging out the other side of the heart. And I wanted the knot to be right there at the top where the heart kind of meets there in the center. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now this one is a little bit smaller. I tried to keep this one where it's not going to hang down quite as long. And again, this is so simple to do. I'm just taking them and clipping them right here in the little clothespin or the little clothes hanger that's here. I guess these are actually clothespins, not really clothes hangers, but I'm clipping that into the clothespin, and one you can see there is slightly lower than the other one. And then I'm just going to make two little bows. I'm just tying two simple bows here with the twine, and I'm going to use my glue gun and glue those onto the front. I want to cover up those little holes that are in the hearts. I hope my videos today has inspired you to make some budget-friendly DIYs and show you how you can transform some of the things that you can find at the Dollar Tree or for 97 cents at Walmart too. Sometimes they have some really great finds, but how you can transform those things into some really great DIYs and decor for your home, where you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money to have some great high-end looks. And if you're like me, saving money is the name of the game. So I love to find things on good deals and making things over, making them my own, but making them have that same look that I'm looking for, that high-end look. Designer things that you can find in the store, being able to make them on my own. It really is something that I strive to do or inspire to do, and I hope I've inspired you to do the same. And here they are. They look really cute. And again, for some reason, it wanted to make a glare over there in the corner. I was trying to get the light position so it wouldn't do that. And I really don't know why, because it's not like, it doesn't have this like shiny, clear film over it. So I don't really know why it kept doing that. But this is really cute, really simple, easy to do, inexpensive. I want to thank everybody for watching my video today. I hope you'll leave me a comment and a thumbs up. That really helps our videos out. Don't forget about January the 20th. We'll have our thrift flips video out. We are supposed to get some snow Saturday night here in North Carolina, so we will see. The weather folks sometimes always don't get that right. So thanks for watching. Have a happy Valentine's Day.